So in this section we are discussing comments or C++ comments. Let me change this from syntax to C++ comments. Okay, so a comment is any line of code that instructs the programmer what a section of code does. So in other words, if you're writing a message to someone and you've drawn a pic, let's say you have a funny drawing, I don't know where to draw from. Okay, so if you have anything you want to draw, maybe it's a zigzag, it's kind of a shape. If you want to explain what you are doing, you will simply do that. If let me stretch out this, if I just draw something like this without label, you won't understand what I'm doing. So a comment is if I come here and say I was writing stone. Okay, so this becomes a comment. The whole of this becomes a comment, and then this one becomes the object we're talking about. So in the same applies that in C++ we can have comments describe what actually our program is doing. So if I come here and say program to greet students like this, so if I write a statement like this before I write my program, it means you will know that this program greets all the students. Then I go on to write my program like that. So let's go into C++ and we write our program to demonstrate that. Here is how it is done. So we had our first line as usual, which is include IOStream like this. Then the next line becomes using null space std, and the next line is int main, and we open our body like this. Okay, so we've explained this, we have explained this, and we have explained this. So if I wanted to greet you just greeting, then I'll simply say cout hello world like that. Come on, like that. So if I wanted to greet you, then it becomes hello world like this. Okay, with a name. Now this statement greets the world, but we don't really understand what the statement is doing in brief. So if I wanted to let you understand what I'm doing here, I'll simply add a section of comments and say statement to greet students or the world. So this becomes a comment explaining what the next line does. So that is a comment, and we have two types of comments. One is single line comments, and then we have multiple line comments. So this is a single line comment. It begins with double slash, and if I wanted to do a multiple line comment, you simply open up like that and give a star, so you end it like this. So the moment you see this, just know it is a multi-line comment. So I can say program to greet the world like this. So everything inside here becomes a comment, and in actual programming a comment is never executed. We run the program, it doesn't print on the screen. Let me call this one comments and then run this. You will see only hello world, and our comments will be ignored. So a comment is just there to hold the program on what we are doing, and then these cout and cin are the actual codes. So this is just to instruct you. So we said a comment is any statement that instructs the programmer what the piece of code is doing in a C++ language. So now you know types of languages of comments. In summary, we have single line comments, and then we have multiple line comments. So these are the two types of comments we have in C++. Language single line comment opens with a double slash, and everything on that line is ignored. Then multiple line comments begins with this and ends with this, like this. So these dots in the middle indicate that we are writing some kind of statements in whatever in our code or our statement. So that's it for today. We'll meet in the next lecture.